now going to blow this whole what is a nerd debate clean out of the water when I show you my all-time favorite. We are talking absolute number one here, top favorite spreadsheet. And some of you may have your own favorite spreadsheets, I don't know. But would you believe there are some people out there who don't use spreadsheets recreationally? And I'm astounded at this. Apparently, there are people who say spreadsheets are just for work, right? People who say, yes, if you're in the office, then spreadsheets are great because, you know, you can add numbers up, you can take averages, you can grab a table and just pivot that shit. But those same people, when they go home after work, they don't turn to a spreadsheet or two to help them to relax. And I think that's outrageous. So I have a campaign to change people's minds about spreadsheets. Now, while the vast majority of you are with me, I suspect there may be a few people here tonight who bought tickets because we have advertised this as a comedy show. And those people may be concerned that me talking about spreadsheets is not going to be a world of column-to-column hilarity. And so, to avoid that problem, I have written, and I will perform for you tonight, somewhere between 0 and a whole joke. Okay, that was not all of you. That's fine. A lot of you are now worried this joke is a waste of valuable spreadsheet time. And it's okay. I've minimized the impact. Were you to imagine my talk about spreadsheets as a graph of the amount of joke over time, there will just be the one sudden spike in the otherwise background level of joke. And so the spreadsheet in question, my number one spreadsheet, is this one here. And what I have done is I have gone through and I've put lots of numbers between 0 and 255 into a spreadsheet. And then, so you get a sense of where the large and small values are, I've used conditional formatting. So the larger the number in each cell, the brighter the background color gets, right? And so, in fact, if I change one of these, you'll see the background color changes with it. So if I increase this to 100, the green gets a little bit brighter. If we go up to 200, it gets much brighter. And then 255, the largest value in the cell, in the entire spreadsheet, is full green, 0 is completely black, and we have every other whole number shade in between. And I've not just done this for one color. As you can see, the rows go red, green, blue, and that carries on for the approximately 1,000 rows in this spreadsheet. Oh, and it's about 300 columns across. Yes. Now, at this point, a few of you are thinking, why? Why have you done this? Why are we hearing about it on a Saturday night? Well, no, actually, I heard a few laughs when I said 255. There's a few people in here who already know where I'm going with this spreadsheet. And if you already know what I'm doing, my only advice is, for now, just remain calm. All right? Because we have a long way to go with this spreadsheet. If you get too excited now, you're not going to leave yourself the emotional room to move later on. In fact, I would recommend, initially, on a scale of 0 to being really freaking excited, hovering around about a third of the way up, right? Because what we're going to do is start to zoom out so you can see more of the spreadsheet at once. If we come one step back, you can start to see there's some structure to where the large and small numbers are, right? And if we come a second step further out, you see that the numbers mean that the formatting makes a picture of someone's face. Look at that. That's someone's eyes made entirely out of numbers. So good. In fact, if you zoom out again, you can see this is a spreadsheet of a picture of me. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I have really excelled myself. That's the one joke. That's it.
That was the one.
I sense I'm being patronized. It's fine, technically a joke. I can log it in my spreadsheets. There we go. Right, so the reason I did this is I wanted to show people that all digital photographs are actually just spreadsheets. Whenever you take a photo on your camera, the sensor in your camera, each little bit, when the light hits it, it measures the amount of red, green, and blue light contacting it, and then it scores them all on a scale of 0 to 255. 255 being the largest value you can have with an 8-digit binary number. Yes. right? And then it puts those 3 values into 3 cells of a spreadsheet. And so each group of 3 cells is 1 pixel. And to prove this, beyond all doubt, that your mobile phone is actually just a spreadsheet display, I have brought along a microscope. If someone's prepared to lend me their smartphone, preferably someone near the front, I will... If someone who's not that keen would like to lend me their smartphone, I will put it under the microscope and we'll have a look at the spreadsheet. Is there anyone down the... Okay, ma'am, would you mind taking that? Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. So we have a iPhone, which is not passcode locked. This bit gets a lot funnier when I update your Facebook status. At a nerd show, lols. So actually, if I can get into the camera, give me a second, camera function, I'll actually take a photo of the audience and you know what, let's do a selfie. They're all the rage, right? So if I get a shot of me in, actually, no, can we get the house lights up? Can we get everyone in this shot? Oh, perfect, right, so here's what we'll do, oh, that's lovely. Okay, hang on. Okay, you're all gonna have to bunch in a bit. Okay, right, so, I'll say 1, 2, 3, spreadsheets, right, and we take the photo. Okay, ready? Actually, whose phone is it? Okay, I'll make sure you get, where are you, wave? Okay, you're right there, we'll get you in the shot. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Spreadsheets! Perfect, all right, so what we're gonna do now is I'll bring that picture up and I'm gonna put it under the microscope. So it will take me a second to get this zoomed correctly. Give me a second. Okay, so we'll start off. This is just the original screen of the camera. If I get that in focus, you'll see, oh, there's a horrifying sign. Oh, that's me! Hang on a second, let's put me up the right way. Okay, so there's me. Nice. And over here, whose phone have I... Wow, is that your phone? You look very excited for someone's just had their phone stolen. Okay, so we'll zoom right in down to the pixel level, and we get right down there. You will see that this is just a spreadsheet. Here we go, hang on. Oh, hang on, let me get it in focus. The rest of the show is just me focusing this. Is there a screen protector on this? I've been foiled by the refractive index. Okay, hang on, here we go. I should better get that to rest there. And the screen's turned on. Okay, right, here we go. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the spreadsheet! And you can see it's exactly the same as the one I showed you, except of course the numbers aren't on there. So if I give this back to you, your phone does smell vaguely like a pickle now, right? If I pass that back, could you tweet that during the interval and we'll put it up on the screen? Okay, so now at this point, a lot of you are thinking, I want a piece of this action, right? How can I turn my photograph into a spreadsheet? And when I did it originally, I did it the long way. I got a digital file, popped it open, scooped out all the numbers, they're just in there with commas between them, right? Grabbed those, pasted them into Excel, and then spent an entire weekend doing the conditional formatting. Turns out Excel, not designed for this. But now, I've automated the process. If you go to the website for my new book, Things to Make and Do in the Fourth Dimension.com, there's a button that says Spreadsheets. If you click on that button, you can upload any photograph you want and immediately download it as an already formatted spreadsheet. It is literally ones of hours of fun right there, right? And the whole point of this is, all digital displays are just showing you spreadsheets. So whenever you take a selfie, you're actually taking an Excel-fee, right? Sorry. 2 jokes, who knew? Whenever you're looking at any kind of display. So if you do go home after work and watch TV, or let's say enjoy the latest in high-quality nerd comedy DVD entertainment, you're actually looking at around about 25 spreadsheets per second. Told you they were a great way to relax, right? And this is a digital projector that we're using to do the show. There's a projector back there. It only projects red, green, and blue cells. So you're looking at an approximation. It's a spreadsheet of all the images. It's not like back in the day, right? Back when we had overhead projectors. Those were the days, weren't they, right? And at OHP, you got whatever you write is what you get, right? Whereas now, you get a spreadsheet of it. So what you're looking at there is a spreadsheet of a spreadsheet. Right, and you'll have to agree, this is pretty conclusive for how nerdy you can go, but you'd be wrong. I did not stop here. Oh no. If you zoom further out, you will see this is a spreadsheet of a picture of me on my laptop making a spreadsheet. Of another picture of me on my laptop making another spreadsheet. And at this point I have to wrap up because from here, it is just spreadsheets all the way down. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for watching that excerpt from the stand-up show Full Frontal Nerdity. It was done by myself, Helen Arney, and Steve Mould. Together we are Festival of the Spoken Nerd. And while you saw very little of them in that clip, if you head over to our Spoken Nerd channel, you will find the rest of Full Frontal Nerdity available as a DVD and download. And those guys are much more into science than mathematics, which believe me is hugely disappointing. But if you wade through all the science and ridiculous setting stuff on fire in the rest of the show, there's plenty more mathematics to keep you happy. If you just want to support more entertaining mathematics, there are a few things better you can do than to merely subscribe to my stand-up maths channel. If it wasn't for you fine people watching and sharing these videos, believe me, there'll be very little point in me making them. I mean, I still would make them, they'll just be hugely pointless. If you are new here, attracted by the promise of spreadsheets and computing, a good place to start might be my Domino computer. You can see 10,000 dominoes doing basic binary arithmetic, or frankly, just have a look around. If you just want to make a picture spreadsheet like you saw in the video, you can go to the website for my book, Things to Make and Do in the Fourth Dimension, or you can go to the website for my organization, Think Maths. There are a lot of things to plug today. Think Maths is myself and some other mathematicians. We go into secondary schools and give talks to school students, and we do basically a family-friendly version of the spreadsheet talk. On top of that, we have loads of free resources for maths teachers, and there is a converter that schools can use. It should handle an entire class of students, all converting photos into spreadsheets at the same time. Okay, I think that's everything. If you want to see Festival of the Spoken Nerd, either when we're performing live or our DVD or download, head to our YouTube channel or our website, which I'll link below. If you're a mathematics teacher, you can go to Think Maths for either free resources to get us to come and do a talk in your school, or if you just want to use the online spreadsheet converter. In fact, anyone can use the online spreadsheet converter, either there or on my book's website. Oh yeah, buy my book. And finally, if you haven't, please do subscribe to my channel and support all this ridiculousness. Thank you very much.